not just our elected officials. You don't let them off the hook. But let's say if we're concerned about the labor pool, the level of preparedness, maybe you go to a church, a community center, a Legion Hall, and teach some fourth graders some math and move them along the path, not just to pass the lesson, but to have a pride and confidence in themselves, because that's a big part of it, you know. It ain't just enough to know how to do the math. But when you, as a little person, I can speak as a little boy, walk around confident in any academic area, it encourages you to do other areas. And I think what the commissioner was saying is that those are roles that we all can play as well.
And then that's the part that we need to elaborate a little bit more. Then you're talking about our responsibility. I think we do have basically that level of people having a sense of responsibility that they will do their part to contribute and help in other ways. But then when it comes down to it, it is the very government that is opening the mouth and saying, let's all do our part, but then they cutting back on everything that they should open up for these youth. Like let's look at the Pali Joseph Stadium that we're talking about that's been in shambles for all these daggone years.
And that's a shame.
And more than a shame, it's damn outright insulting. And then you're telling us, well, the youth them should step up to the plate, but you ain't providing the opportunities for the youth them after school and after school programs. You're not providing the tutors that they need in school or after school for them for education. And then right now, if you look in the situation where since the opening of school, you have teachers that are forced to retire. You have teachers that are schools that are understaffed. And now our school is understaffed. So you got teachers teaching 7th grade and 8th grade in one school. So where is the responsibility, and who is looking at these things? Everybody just wants to have the picture where school is open. Come and learn. But then you got teachers teaching 2 subjects. How effective can one teacher who teaching 2 subjects, 7th and 8th grade, be to these students?
Reduced effectiveness, because I've taught and I know that that's clearly a reduced effectiveness situation.
So thanks for the time.
But as you leave, I want you to consider again what I understand the commissioner to have addressed is that, and I'm gonna add some of my own here. We're in a crisis time. Things are bad. Let's not pretend. And
let me just show the scenes so I don't forget. We're in a crisis because we were delinquent in forecasting this crisis and preventing the crisis.
And now we have to move from here. And what we are seeing is that government is not moving fast enough for many of us, not moving in the direction that we like.
Efficient enough, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that we can do is take the personal responsibility, because it doesn't matter where a young man learns. If he learned from you, if he learned from the classroom, he still learns.
I agree.
And so we all have a role. And so to only put all our eggs in the basket of government, I think, is a little dangerous, and I think that's what the personal responsibility of the commissioner addresses. I mean, are you familiar with a yeshiva? You know, the after-school programs that many Jewish communities have?
No.
Well, I've seen them. I've seen them around New York where I've lived, and they teach their own beyond what they get in class from 8 to 3.
Right.
And I'm saying we in a crisis mode. We have serious problems, and we need to add personal responsibility to the mix. And I think that's what the commissioner was saying.
And we need to let him as a commissioner do more to our society. But thanks for the time and the conversation.
Well,
all right, thank you.
For all who hear that bang just now,
the senator has arrived.
Arrived.
With a bang, literally. You all right, Senator? Yeah, we'll take one more call before you get you on here. Good morning, caller. Welcome to Beyond Politics. Good morning. Hello? Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning. This is Tyrone Molyneux.
Good morning, Tyrone.
Former president of the St. Croix Federation of Teachers.
An old Boy Scout.
And Boy Scout buddy with Roy DeLemus, long time. That's back in the 60s. You're exposing us, Roy.
Hey, it's good exposure, man. I ain't have no regrets about any one of those days.
We need to bring back those days because those are meaningful, productive days, and we have built long-term relationships among ourselves, and so I think that was something that, should happen again, hopefully. Anyway, I called on 3 things. One, I listened to the commissioner of labor, and he should have identified himself at the beginning of the conversation. But he decided to do it at the end after being prompted. But nevertheless, I continue to say that the problem in the Virgin Islands is about jobs and job opportunities for our children. We graduate a number of high school students, both from private, public, and parochial schools. And we don't provide any opportunities for jobs for them. I say this because we have, as we speak right now, we have close to 200 international teachers in the Virgin Islands. We have approximately another close to that amount in our healthcare profession. And all the money is being outsourced. The money is leaving the Virgin Islands. When we talk about circulation of monies, then you have to give jobs to our children. And I'm saying you have to provide opportunities for them. There's no reason why in the Virgin Islands in this day and age that we have to bring people from another side of the world to teach physical education in our schools, to be elementary school teachers, to teach music, to be a librarian, to sit in a special education office. Something just seems wrong with that picture.
And what seems additionally wrong, it seems like it's such a well-established Republican practice in this democratic society.
Not near really wrong.
I'm saying it's we here in the Virgin who are doing it. We went a little bit step even further.
Mr. Molyneux.
Let me finish.
Yeah, come on, bring it out.
These individuals are have a contract. Okay, they have a right to be here. They have a right to be a part of the union. They're protected. But they don't have a right to take our children's job, our sons, our daughters' job. We have to be conscious enough to say, hey, if you want to be a physical education teacher, you could identify students before they finish high school and say, hey, we have a job for you.
Who should do that?
Interest, you have this aptitude, we'll pay for your education, you come back and you work.
Who should do that, sir?
The individual just say, thank you for being here because you're on a contract. You're not guaranteed that you become a get a visa. But what the government is doing right now is that they're issuing visas to these teachers. As a matter of fact, some of them are leaving the island before they even get a visa. So it says to us, they don't need a visa. They just need to set foot on American soil, and we go from there. And we're now accommodating them by providing visa. And then the next day they jump on a plane and they go away. How is that helping us in the Virgin Islands?
Why are our students not prepared?
One other comment I want to make, and that's in reference to Mr. Hugh Clark's statement that he knew for a fact that there were secret meetings with the union leaders, and the union leaders agreed to the 8% cut.
He didn't say secret. Absolutely not. No. I had to make a quick correction. He never said there were any secret meetings.
He said there was a secret meeting with the union leaders, and the union leaders agreed.
He never said anything secret, sir.
He said secret. You play back your tape.
I will.
He said they met in secret. Okay? And I'm saying that no union leader, just like when you negotiate a contract, you bring it to the members for ratification. The same thing applies to any changes in your salary. If it's going to go down, you have to bring it to the members for ratification. As a matter of fact, Senator Russell should have known better because the union don't negotiate with the senators. In addition, Senator Russell should know that they have what you call an attorney in their office who should have at least said to them, hey, the union have to negotiate. There's no place else other. Again, it's common that you have to bargain, whether it's in New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, Ohio, Wisconsin, Illinois. You come back and you bargain. Who say we're supposed to give up 8%? Why not 2%? Why not 3%? Who say it should last for 2 years? Who say we should not give back what we give up 2 years from now? That's what bargaining comes in. But if you want to
it's really not. Let me just say so we can have some clarification.
I did my last comment, and then I'll listen to you guys.
Can I ask you to hold your last comment because some of the things you say need to be addressed.
No.
It's a budget balancing. No, you don't have a limit on your time. I ain't gonna cut you off. I ain't gonna cut you off unless you got to go.
I have to do something by mother. I have to do something that's at home that I have to go and take.
Well, I don't think that thing at home should prevent me from addressing your statement, though.
Let me make my last statement.
And then you're going to run, go to do what you have to do.
As long as I can, yes. The status of the track and field in the territory. It's one thing if you're going to, say we're going to repave or recover the Central High School track and the complex track. That's not the answer. We want to be able to see our athletes perform here. Just like Senator Russell have traveled around the world since 1972. So every international track and field event that the Virgin has participated in, whether it's in Korea, whether it's in China, whether it's in Japan, whether it's in the United States, it's been the Pan American Games, the Olympics, the Caribbean Games, the World Games.
We got the scope of the travel. I want to hear the point.
We want to see our athletes perform here in the Virgin Islands. And we want to see facilities that meet the high standard, that our athletes can run and participate, and we can come out and have some Virgin Islands pride and support our athletes against the rest of the world.
Agreed.
Go ahead.
Now, I got to go back a little bit because when you talk about the contract, is terminating someone a violation of a contract?
Excuse me?
Is terminating a union employee a violation of that contract?
The contract outlines...
No, I asked a question. Is terminating them? No, see, I followed you clearly, and now I'm trying to get you to follow me a little bit.
If there's a reduction in force,
Sir.
the contract outlines if there's going to be layoff, there's going to be dismissal. It tells you exactly what...
My question is, okay, let me narrow my question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is an unnegotiated termination of an employee a violation of the contract?
What?
A non-negotiated termination, like I wake up in the morning, you're fired. A non-negotiated termination. Is that a violation of the employee's rights according to the union agreement?
I'm saying that the union...
Well, how come you don't answer no questions, Mr. Tyrone, man? Come on, man.
Well, your question is not very clear to me.
No, it's very clear. Unnegotiated, like I wake up, I'm the governor, and I say, you know what? You fired. That's an unnegotiated termination. I explained it, and I'm only asking you, is that a violation?
First of all, I never heard a word before. I've been in union for the last...
But you... Okay, in a union, why are you dodging the question?
I've never heard that.
Why are you dodging the question, man? Everybody understand what I mean by non-negotiated. You just talk about union policies that require negotiate, and I'm saying skip all of that. If the governor wake up tomorrow and say, you fired, I take out the word unnegotiated, if that's the block. You wake up tomorrow and say, you fired. Is that a violation of the contract?
If you're in a union, yes.
Okay.
If you're in a union, yes.
So, all I'm saying is take your choice. Which one you want? The 8% non-negotiated or the 0% non-negotiated?
The choice is let's bargain. Convention laid off 80 of their...
Wait. You're making a big mistake there. You're making a big mistake. So wait, hold up, Tyrone. You're gone off track again. Provenza is not required by the Organic Act to balance the budget. So let's leave Provenza out of this. We're talking about the government.
Can you listen to this example?
No. Because keep your example within the structure that we're talking about. This is the government. The governor has certain guidelines that he... Tyrone, why you can't listen, man?
Let's take Connecticut.
No, let's take St. Croix, St. Thomas, and St. John, the U.S. Virgin Islands. Where you going, Tyrone?
Let's take St. Thomas, St.
Tyrone, man, stop politicking and let we talk for real. You keep taking, and you ain't listening.
Are you willing to listen? Let's take...
I have listened long enough, and if I don't get a chance to talk, I don't listen.
Talk, Roy. You ask me a question, give me a chance to answer.
No, what I said to you is don't jump track. We're talking about the Virgin Islands, not private enterprise. We're talking about the Virgin Islands government. Okay, so when you go off on Hess and all that, it's not relevant. I'm saying to you, however unpleasant, however violation some acts may be, there were two acts that were eminent. One was going to be fired, some of the same employees that got the 8% cut. Wait, you say, let me talk. You say, let me talk.
You say you're not making any sense. You're not making any sense. There's something called bargaining. That's where you have bargaining. Okay? You're not making any sense.
Tyrone, you done? Hello, you done? Yeah. Okay. So be it. But folks, I mean, that's not how we're going to move forward. I mean, when the governor come out and fire you, you could jump up and down and tell you that wasn't a negotiated firing all you want, but you're going home. So, I mean, maybe I'm not making sense. Only the governor will make sense. So I'll defer to the governor.
You know something? We shouldn't be jumping on people who we went and asked to come here to teach or to take care of our people in the hospital. Because they out there looking for work. Just like we got 60,000 Virgin Islanders living abroad. They went to seek employment and better their life because they could have fine job out there. How would we like those people or those countries that our people have gone to work to say, oh, them people should go back where they come from because they just come here to make money and this and that. We can't be pointing finger at these international workers. They sign contracts, they pay their dues to come here, they had to pay some agencies and stuff like that. They really, did what they had to do. Now, if we want to make jobs for our local people or hold jobs for our local people, we have to educate them of the jobs that are available that we need to fill, because we don't do that. We have never put out a bulletin on the highway or somewhere and say, look, we need 100 nurses